Hi everyone, Don Giannetti, Lighting Essentials. I want to just give a quick one today. Uh, Something we were talking about in Project 52 earlier today is working on your portfolio and finding out more about your own work. One of the interesting things to me is that photographers will spend $2,000 on a lens they rarely use, but will consider a $300 or a $400 image review by a competent reviewer too expensive. I'll never understand that. The lens won't make more money from you. If make more money for you, it's a cash outlay. It's a line item. Uh, Understanding that your portfolio may be selling you short is priceless. And you know you don't want to get just one opinion. You got to get a couple, and there's ways of doing it. But talking to somebody who is in the business, I'm not talking about other photographers. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about people who do reviews because they are art buyers, they are photo reps, they are steeped in what's working. It's really worth the value, but a lot of people won't do it. And before you do it, anyway, you've got to curate your own portfolio. So I have a couple of ways that I have photographers work on their own portfolio. And we're going to talk about just one of those today, and that is writing about your image, writing about the photograph in front of you. You can print it, you can stick it up on the screen, you get a pencil or a pen if you're really brave. If a keyboard, if you want to do it on the keyboard, I don't care. I prefer a pen and a pencil because there's something tactile about it. And there's a lot of truth to that. So you can poo-poo it if you want, but it's true. And just write a little bit about it. Number one, there's an image audit that I suggest that each image in your portfolio is given. And the image audit is, does it show technical exceptionalism? In other words, is it technically really, really good? Because in the world of commercial photography, you're up against people who are really, really good. And your pictures better be really, really, really good. So you got to ask yourself, and you got to be honest, are my pictures technically excellent? There's no second rate, by the way. There's not like a chart like technically excellent and technically sort of excellent and then technically pretty damn good. All that stuff doesn't matter. Technically excellent or done. Period. Lighting, composition, focus, frame, everything. It's perfect, it's excellent, or it's not. And if it's not, it doesn't belong in your book. Number two, does it represent your style? I know a lot of you are going to say, well, I don't have a style yet. Well, you kind of do. Look at your work. Your work should all fit together and be harmonious with one another. I mean, if you got a picture of a duck at a lake and a forest fire and then a headshot of a real estate person and then a tabletop shot of food or something, you need help. See number one, find a portfolio consultant, someone who can sit with you and help you work that out. But question number two is, does it fit your style? If it doesn't fit your style, there may be an issue. Okay? Number three, does it solve a problem? Now, whenever I bring this up over on Project 52, I get a little pushback. I go, well, what kind of problems? I'm not talking about big problems. I'm talking about little problems. Is it a solution? Let me tell you something. Shooting two people in a photograph, that's a solution. That's solving a problem. Shooting one person's a problem enough. Shooting two people that are relating to each other, big problem. Shooting food, okay, problem. It's hard to shoot food. It's hard to shoot it well. Remember, go back number one, is it technically excellent? If you're shooting food, goes into your style, does it solve a problem? Yes, you shot food. The food looks good. The tomatoes look dry. It's not technically excellent, and it doesn't solve a problem. If you are shooting from a high location up in a scissors lift, you're solving a problem. If you're just on location at all, you're solving a problem. What we want to get away from is the snapshot. Walking down the street and seeing a light pole and go, wow, that's really cool, and take a picture, that's not solving a problem. It may be technically perfect, and it may be in your style. So it's got two yeses. This is not American, whatever that is, American whatever. You can go 3 out of 4 and probably be doing it. Number 4 is very important. Is it an interesting subject? Is it what you've done with that photograph? Is it interesting? If it's interesting and it's technically really, really good and it's within your style, may not have to solve a problem. If it's really, really good and it solves a problem and it's an awesome subject, may not have to necessarily fit your style, although it should. You see what I'm saying? 3 out of 4, absolutely necessary. 4 for the win. 3 out of 4 for the maybe pile, for the possible pile, for the I think we can find a place for it pile, but only if you need to show it. 4 out of 4, that's the way to go. Then you score yourself overall. What did the picture do for you? You shot it. You should absolutely know why you shot it and what the purpose was. So did it work? Okay? Overall score. Do this on 10 of your images tonight. Do it. Leave me a comment. Tell me how damn hard it was. Because this is damn hard. But if you're not doing it, you're not in the game. You just think you are, but you're not in the game. Then I want you to write a paragraph, just a paragraph, 4 sentences. Write a paragraph about the image as if you were writing a description for a photo magazine. But I don't want you to put in what your aperture was, what your shutter speed was, what your ISO was, what your... bored myself there. Who gives a damn about that? Other photographers? You writing for other photographers? Is that who your portfolio's for? Other photographers? Other photographers going to hire you? You think? You think wrong. What makes a shot stand out? Tell yourself that. Write it down. What makes a shot stand out from your other work? As importantly, if not more importantly, how does that photograph, that technically expertise, that technically perfect image that represents your style and solves a problem and is an awesome subject, how does that differ from other pictures taken of that same subject? You got a picture of Machu Picchu. It looks awesome to you. You got everything. You nailed everything. How's that different than the other 500 shots I've seen on Machu Picchu today? You better have an answer. I don't know what your answer is. I don't know what your answer is or your answer is that drunk guy in the back. You keep drinking beer and nothing's going to happen. That's good. Does it stand out or not? If it doesn't, why? And if it doesn't, why did you choose to put it in your portfolio? Think about this. Are you going to walk into the art director's office and say, I got a bunch of shit that looks like other people's stuff, but not quite as good. Thought you might take a time and look it over. Yeah, they love that. Important note, baggage. Nobody cares about your baggage. Nobody gives a damn about your baggage. You know what the baggage is? The baggage is, well, it rained that morning and the model was an hour late and the sun was peekabooing in the clouds and the makeup artist was sick and the hair person was on her cell phone and you were 2 hours late getting the shot, and then you had this permit hassle and it was just, God, what a day. But you were able to get a good shot. And so you look at that and you go, wow, under all those circumstances, that's a really good shot. It means a lot to you. You're going, yeah, I busted my hump that day. Oh man, I pulled it out of the fire. My bacon was just sizzling when I pulled it out. Understand, nobody else gives a damn. All they care about is the picture. The art director doesn't care how hard it was. Again, it's your job. Get it? The picture. Your job. There's a PDF link down below. You can go and click on it and download a little form. You can also go to the page where there's more about this subject, and it's linked down below as well. If you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button that's down there. Because when I get more subscribers, I get happy, and I do a little happy dance. And I really need to lose this belly. I need all the happy dances I can get. See you tomorrow.